Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I didn't post yesterday because I've decided I am not interesting enough to do an update video every day. I thought I'd be interesting enough, but I'm not. I just don't have enough to talk about, and I don't do enough during the day to discuss, so I just think it's better if I just update once a week. At this point, I'm going to try that and see if that works out better. I figure I'll have a little bit more to talk about if I do it once a week instead of every day. So, this week, today mainly, we've been going from thrift shop to thrift shop. My husband decided he wanted to read Jurassic Park, and I said, I can't imagine buying that new. I'm sure it's got to be at a thrift store because it's such an iconic book. It has to be at a thrift store. And we found Jurassic World, but we didn't find Jurassic Park, not yet. Now we live near a Second and Charles. If you're not familiar with that store, it is a huge consignment store. So we're going to go there tomorrow, and I can't imagine them not having it there. So we'll pick it up there. But in the interim, we went to a couple thrift stores, and the benefit of that is my access to their craft sections. So I did pick up a few odds and ends, which I will show you. And I'll also show you what I've been working on. So the two things I worked on, I was working on the quilts pattern by Long Dog Sampler. And this is one I was just kind of doing on the side to try to get to where I wanted to be. If I can get the cover page. Here. So this is Quilts by Long Dog Sampler. And I was working in this section. I wanted to make sure I wanted to finish this barn here. I did the tree and this barn, and this was almost done. So I did the last couple bits of stitching to get that completed. And I'm going to stop working on this for the month now. I really want to keep working on it. I'm really loving working on this piece. I love the colors. I love how it looks and how it's turning out. But, he wants a hug. I have to move on. I have too many other things to work on. So as you can see, I have, I did the grass here, and then I finished the roof and the windows. So that was all that I needed to do yet. And then I have both the barns completed. And that's where we stand right now with this one. So I'm hoping to get the house done and have the whole section done, the whole top section done, aside from the border, which is very time consuming because it's 9 stitches of color alternating. Oops, sorry. Here, it's 9 stitches of color alternating, and they're too far apart to really jump the thread to the next section. So it's just starting, stitch 9 stitches, tie off, start, stitch 9 stitches, tie off, over and over and over and over and over. Which if I have all the floss in front of me, and then I cut a length, I think it's 8.5 inches, does 9 stitches once looped over. So I cut them all 8.5 inches long, and then I just work through them. So it's not too bad. Not as fun as the rest of it, though. It can be a little tedious. So I'll work on that more next month in February. And I have my 2 stitching challenge pieces for Pain Free Crafts. Pain, P-A-I-N-E, Pain Free Crafts is doing a stitching challenge on Facebook where you select how many stitches you want to do for the month. And if you make your goal, they enter you into a raffle for that month to win a variety of prizes, as well as at the end of the year. You are entered into a raffle at the end of the year. And anyone who participates in the challenge gets a free pattern at the end of the year, like either way, no matter what. So I think that's pretty cool. So I'm trying to commit to 1,500 stitches every month for both of the pieces I have that I have procured through Pain Free Crafts. They have to be patterns that you get from Pain Free Crafts. And they're both Chris Dunn. My goal, I don't know about the other one, but my goal for this one is by the end of the year to get the entire top row completed. So I did my 1,500 stitches for January. I have already in the past completed these two pages. So I'm starting a new page, and this is all new. This is all just the 1,500 stitches right here. It is me just trying to fill this in. So next month I'm going to complete the outside border and then really focus on this whole, just the entire picture frame. So I thought about completing the outside border and then using these extra pieces to finish off the picture frame and then complete the picture frame with if I have more stitches to do for the 1,500. So we'll see how that goes. I got really sick of working on this though because it's just brown, and more brown. But it looks really nice. If you can catch it in the light, let me see. Yeah, you can see like all the neat tree branches and stuff. I just think that is so cool looking. So, bedtime stories from Pain Free Crafts. And now I'm going to be working on my Linen and Threads 2019 sampler. It seems like everyone and their mother is doing this piece, which I didn't know when I started it, but I was debating between the 2018 and the 2019, and I decided on the 2019, and nobody's doing the 2018. I might go back and do that one down the road, but I decided on the 2019. I'm making this as a wedding gift tapestry for down the road for my daughter whenever the time may come that she decides to get married. She's going to be 20 in, 3 days. So she's the age I was when I gave birth to her. So that was an interesting reality. But anyway, so I'm working on this peacock. I finished the month of January, which was the peacock for this sampler. And I started on the border. So the month of February is all just border. And I want to try to work, I want to complete this inner border. Hey. All right, hold on. Hold on. Okay. The life of a mom. Anyway. So I want to finish this inside border and then get some of maybe the top part done. And then next month finish the outer border by the end of February. And then the rest of the time I can kind of fill in the little creatures that are in the squares that the border is going to kind of frame out. So that's my plan. I want to work on this for a while and then go back to my full coverage challenges, but I think it's good to alternate between full coverage and not full coverage because full coverage can get really tedious after a while. So let me show you my my haul. This is nothing new and exciting. It's old old stuff, but one of the things I got was this nice long piece of 14 count for $3. It's 20 by 24 inches, so that's a lot of item for $3. I got this because I don't usually stitch on 14 count, but I started the trees from Caterpillar Cross Stitch on 14 count. So I did Hello Deer, which was the winter stitch along, and then I went back and bought Hello Pumpkin. And Hello Deer is hanging on my wall, but I do have Hello Pumpkin here, which I haven't done much of. But this is where I'm at with Hello Pumpkin. I did this lovely little owl. And this is on 14 count. So I thought, well, I'm going to need it because eventually they're going to do one for spring and for summer. So I'm going to need the 14 count for that. So I figured I'll pick it up for $3. It's a lot. I couldn't resist. So I nabbed that. They had some other ones there that I left behind because I really don't use 14 count. Most of the times I use 21 or 25, especially 25 count Ida, or I use linen. They also at the same store had this, and I don't feel bad showing you this pattern because it's like a photocopy pattern. I have no idea what it even is. So this is, they're selling this mat. So, okay. It says folk art mat, hand painted. And it's this mat to frame something in. And it's like cracked here. I'm never going to use it. But look at this cute little pattern they have in the middle. This sampler. And it's kind of, like at the bottom here, like it's, the grid is kind of lost in some spots. Like it looks like it, like here, it's like photocopied. But, I loved this bush and then this border. And it says, and God planted the tree of life. And the alphabet at the top, which I'm not a big fan of alphabets and samplers. I know that a lot of samplers have them. I never stitched a sampler with an alphabet on it. I just don't understand it. I don't understand why it's, but I really like this one, so I might stitch the alphabet at the top. I thought about just doing, you know, cutting the alphabet out and just doing that, bringing the border down to here, and then just doing that. That's another option. But as I'm not starting it this year, because this is No New Starts 2021, I'm not going to worry about it. But honestly, I'm going to just open this up, throw out this lovely hand-painted mat, and just keep the page. I got this for $4, which is kind of high, but for one piece of paper. But I really wanted it. This was the first time I saw a pattern at a thrift store, which I might be sheltered. But this was the first time I went to a thrift store. So, I mean, there were some other ones like really dated 90s type stuff. But this one seemed like it could be contemporary. Like I could stitch it today and it still looked nice. And then after I left that store and we went to a different store in search of Jurassic Park, I came across a bunch of these magazines. Jubilee. It's 50 cents. It was 50 cents for each magazine. And they have a bunch of patterns in them. Like I've never gotten a cross stitch magazine either. So now I'm really sheltered. You're judging me now, aren't you? And some of them are kind of dated. Like this looks like something from the 90s. You know, that's that's a bit dated. But then I saw some other things like this on the front here. This is a cool looking sampler. Noah's Ark sampler. Here's another sampler, and I just loved the border of it. I'm never going to be able to stitch all this though, so I didn't know maybe I'll give them away. If people like this sort of thing anymore. I don't know. Like they have a bunch of different stuff, like tons of different patterns. Sorry, I'm cutting off my camera. I'm enjoying this magazine in your lovely company. Let me look at a different one. So here's, and they had like a bunch. I just grabbed, I think 5 off the stack because I realized when I opened them that there's so much. Like this one, my goodness. Photo on 24. Look at this thing. Look at that! Oh, sorry if I shouted in the mic, but look at that. That is so cool. 1991. Sadly, that's not that long ago in my mind. I mean, I was 11. But yeah, May. And then, and I guess sometimes people like piece these patterns apart. They have some cactuses in here. I wouldn't stitch those. See, this isn't really something I'm interested in. These cactuses. Is this boring you? This is my first time looking in these. I just bought them and I didn't look in them yet. So I hope it's not boring you. Yeah, there's one here. Oh, where is it? That's the cactuses. Yeah, I don't know if I could see any other pictures in this one. There is a point, I think, though, when crafting goes too far. When you've reached a moment where it's too much. And this is definitely that moment. Look at these girls wearing these giant cross-stitched. Look at this. Look at this. That is so gaudy. They have them on their belts. These little cross-stitch things. I don't know what they are. They're like rabbits. Easter rabbits or something. This has N is for needlework. And I would not, I like this thing. With the animals stacked on top of each other. So if I'd stitch anything, it would probably be that. Let me see what else is in here. Oops. Sorry. I hit the stand. You have Aloha. So, yeah, so it's kind of 50-50. Some of them, they have scissor cases. That's interesting. Oh, excuse me. These scissor cases. I don't really see patterns for scissor cases. And then this one I got because it has stocking on it. It's really detailed. Stocking. I don't know if you can make the picture clearer. If I hold it back. Is that? Yeah. Detailed. I guess this is the Christmas special. They have like ornament designs. I don't know, these cross-stitch magazines are kind of cool. Although I can see how they'd be overwhelming. Oh, for all you Patriot lovers out there. There's a pattern for that. A pride of patriots. Yeah, I can see how they'd be overwhelming because there's just so many patterns in here. My goodness. This fox is nightmare fuel. Look at that face. Let that haunt your dreams tonight. Can I get it in focus? Focus. Well, yeah, there you go. That's his. Light plate covers. You know, sometimes, okay. Doesn't this go too far in the world, the crafting threshold? Can we say that cross-stitching a light switch plate cover, it's too much cross-stitch? Is there a threshold that we can reach and say that it's too much? I don't know. These are fun though. I might go back and get the rest. There was a couple I left behind because I thought, I don't want to be the crazy lady with 8 cross-stitch magazines. I don't want to be this lady wearing the I Heart Cross-Stitch shirt and holding the mug that says cross-stitchers are X-rated. Is that what that is? X-rated. Yes, I kind of want that mug. Do you think they're still selling? This is from 1990. Cross stitches are X-rated. That's a foxy grandma mug right there. Oh, and it says it here. If you doubt me, we are X-rated. So this is fun. Anyway, that's what I got. Oh my gosh. Is there a point in time that we can say it's too much? Cross-stitched baseball caps. It's a little too much. Anyway, thanks for sitting and I didn't plan on flipping through all those, but I was excited to get them. And I got to share them with you. Because nobody here would care to sit through all these. So anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know if I should go back and get the rest. I can flip through the rest of them. I think I left 3 behind. 3. So I can go back and get them. Or not. I don't know. Maybe it's not as interesting as I think. Like I said, this is my first time looking at these magazines. You guys probably are all like, what do you care, Sarah? This is nothing new. But it's new to me. And so I was excited. But anyway, thank you for watching. And I will post another video next Friday. Okay? Bye!